How's it going, everybody? My name is Whiffs, and I'm in a cave, but not just any cave. This is actually the interior of a very cool mountain I found. I'm going to free cam really quickly. So it is nighttime, but I was wandering around and I found this mountain. The mountain itself is like, yeah, you know, just a normal mountain. Nothing too special about it. Aside from that horse right there. How you doing? But I come into the inside here a few weeks ago because my recording, we'll go into that in a second. But I found this and decided to make it my CraftWorks Season 3 project. Welcome back to CraftWorks, by the way. I don't think I said that, and I don't want to go back and record it. But I found this on stream. If you watch the streams, you've already seen this a couple times. We have ourselves some zombie villagers, so we can probably turn those into some farmers or something to go in here. And let me tell you what I want to do with this place as I gently float down. But when I saw this, the first thing I thought was, wow, how cool would it be to have just like this hidden paradise in here? Because on the outside, all it is a mountain, but you walk in and it's just this incredible world generation and cool columns and just a cool cave that never ends, really. It just keeps going and going and going. I thought it would be really cool to make like a really enchanted cave that is hidden from the rest of the world that you would never see, and it's just this hidden paradise, right? And that was the original thought. Now I have a bunch of stuff planned, but that is going to be the gist. But we had the rest of the season to just chip away at this and just build organics to our heart's content, because that is something I wanted to get better at, like building trees, mushrooms, waterfalls. And speaking of waterfalls, that is going to be the main attraction of this base. Actually, I want to put a waterfall over here. Actually, there it is. It's already done. I'm just kidding, but there's going to be a waterfall right there. That's going to be really decorated and just really, you know, I don't really know. It's going to look cool. That's all I know. I want to put my building skills to the test because we haven't built anything this season. I haven't really done anything this season. I mean, I've done some stuff, but as far as like our plans, what is Whiff's going to do? I built a starter base at spawn. That is the clock tower, and that's been it. I've spent the rest of the time doing random stuff, and let's do just the quickest rundown of what those things are as this guy challenges me to a duel. So the first thing I did when I found this mountain was I made a little hobbit hole thing, not decorated, but you know, I just made a hole in the mountain to start moving my things over and get situated as I plan the rest of the base. And here's my storage system I come up with. Now that we have shulker bosses, makes this super cool. Very organized. We got all the stuffs we need. And while we're here in my little starter storage system, mountain hole, whatever we're going to call it, someone has done something on this server, and I guess I'm going to have to make it public because no one has owned up to it. So for all the crafters watching it, whichever one of you absolutely lovely, wonderful, amazing friends of mine left me this care package. We have grilled cheese, shulker shells, iron, the greatest block ever designed in this game, iron ore, candies, potions of healing. Do you know how much I need to be healed? We got a whole chest full or shulker full of oak logs, and then this bad boy right here. I've already used one to make a new pickaxe. Some generous soul or souls, 3 elytra. Just like, look at all this. This is the richest I've ever been, and it couldn't have come at a better time because the past couple weeks your boy Whiffs has been struggling. I have lost at least 6 of these from random things, and I'll go show you where I've been mostly the past month here in just a second. But I just wanted everyone to know how appreciative and how grateful I am for whoever left this, or whoever many people left this. I got a feeling this was a group effort, but I could be wrong. I did go to everyone in the Discord individually and they all denied it. You all denied it, but I'm on to you, and I just love being here, and you guys are amazing. And now that I have this recorded, I can actually start using this stuff. Oh man. So where have all whiffs of Elytras gone, and why have... This is my stuff originally. I have been accumulating some things, but I'm using this stuff now, using the gifts. And so why have I been losing so much stuff? Well, let's go. So now we are in the Nether, where I've been probably for a solid month, honestly. And if you go down here, you'll see the sign, Wither Skull Farm. I decided to partake and try something new. I've never made one of these, and I know the server was going to need beacons. And so I decided that I would take on the task, learn how to make the farm, and then do the ever so fun spawn proofing. So I did my 11 minutes of research, and I picked out this fortress, which probably couldn't have been in a worse spot. Let me go over that really quickly. There's Ghast. One thing I knew about Wither Skull Farms is that there's a ton of spawn proofing involved. So I saw this lava ocean on the map and thought, I think this is mostly lava where it's black there, but I thought, oh well, most of this fortress itself is in a lava ocean, so that's going to save us a ton of time. And then I thought, look, we're in a crimson, darn you, we're in a crimson forest. The only thing that really spawns here is Enderman. Apparently I've missed a bunch over here, but I thought that, well, it's only Enderman and that guy. The longer I stand here, the worse it gets. Let me go over here. All I'm saying, I got those spawning wrong, really. I thought that since Enderman would spawn, it wouldn't mess with the rates, and then like over here, it's a delta, right? So the only thing that's here is magma cubes. So I figured the spawn proofing wouldn't be that bad there. It was awful. It was awful. And you can see the spawn proofing that we did use is a ton of prismarine and a ton of sea lanterns. Well, that is because Yuki, if you don't know Yuki, go follow his channel now. Immediately, he come in so clutch. He has a prismarine farm at his base, and he supplied all these sea lanterns, all of this prismarine that we used to spawn proof. He even spent a couple streams with me trying to help me to get this done. So that was a few weeks right there. And then the farm itself. So one other thing I really want to vent about is the way that you get these wither roses now are a lot different than before. I didn't realize that they had made a change to the withers projectiles in one of the recent 1.21 updates or whatever. And so the wither roses aren't quite as easy to farm as they were, at least the way I had with my research, with my 13 minutes of research. And so the first farm I built was the one you see here that required 300 wither roses, but then I realized wither roses were harder to get, so I reshaped it and I did another version that did help speed the process up to get more skulls in order to get the rose. I don't know, it was a whole ordeal. So this farm changed like 4 times. Also, with the help of Yuki, I was just able to get it done. And he also had a really, really genius idea. After we spent so much time spawn proofing, he had this great idea to put in a rail cart track. And what this does, it goes 64 blocks in either direction. And so when you ride around, the spawn radius around the player shifts. And so if the wither skeletons aren't spawning that fast up there, you can hop in the cart, go around one loop, shift the spawning radius over and back, and it sort of acts as a reset. And so we didn't have to do all of the spawn proofing that we would have had to do otherwise. And that was just a pretty genius idea. And this farm is plenty fast enough now. It's not nearly as fast as it could be. If I'd have picked a better location that was easier to spawn proof, we could probably get like 2 stacks of skulls per hour or something like that. But this is plenty fast enough. I've already gotten a shop made, a pop-up shop made that's filled with beacons. We spent some time giving everybody 1 complimentary beacon. So if you happen to see that in your base, I guess technically that was me, because I spent so much time on this that just out of spite, I didn't even want to sell them. I was just like, we're just giving them away. Everybody gets a beacon. You get a beacon. You get a beacon, because we conquered this absolute headache of a farm. But it was so much fun because I learned so much about this game. I never had to build farms before. When you're playing single player, you know, I'm used to just grinding it out. Like, I don't really mind finding a cheesy way to run around and kill the wither skulls on my own, but I wanted to be able to help out the server in some way, shape, or form. And so I really wanted to make this farm to get everyone beacons. And I just learned so much about how spawning works. I learned a lot about like using the mini HUD you see in the top left corner. You can set up spawn radiuses and things. I made my first sorting system. This is baby's first sorting system, with a little garbage can over there for all the stone swords. You drop the swords in there and it gets dropped in lava. Everything's perfectly labeled. Can I just make these disappear? Yeah, that looks weird, but there it is. I guess I can bring these back up. And so in this past month, I've learned just so much about this game, and it was fun. I didn't make any content really, because I thought this was boring. I didn't film any of it. I was hoping that this would be a one solid weekend, just get it done task, and it was just not that. This ended up being a community effort, really. And so I was glad I was able to give a few beacons away. But now that that's done, I'll quickly show you guys the other thing I did, which is I had set up a few pop-up shops. Let's go over there now. So here we are in the shopping district. That is new. Hold on, that is so cool. I don't know if this is spoilers. I will wait to upload this video. That is so freaking cool. That's got to be Blazer. I know he had a bone meal thing, a bone to pick. That's a Blazer pun all day. 1 diamond for 64 bone block. I have been, oh my goodness. Look, I have been AFK for bone meal. I'll show you where in a second. Again, a lot's happened. This is really an update video, but look how cool this is. That is just so cool. Oh, I gotta up my shop game. So really quickly, let's just fly over the shopping district. A lot of cool things happening here. And I don't even know if I've shown Frosty in a video yet. If you watch my streams, you've seen me, Tedicus, and Emmy build our boy Frosty here. So his shop is called Frosty's Fireworks, because we're doing fireworks this season. But this is our masterpiece of a shop. You go up the legs as he straddles as he straddles the ravine here. You go up into the side entrance, and it's just a very basic shop. But we have duration 1 rockets, a diamond per 3. They've been selling it pretty good. Obviously, everyone needs rockets. We also have some duration 3s over here. Ooh, diamond block, that looks cool. And then over here we do have some TNT that people haven't been using as much recently, but it did come in handy for when people were getting netherite, or ancient debris rather, which we will have to do because I have lost everything so many times at that wither skull farm. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. I died so many times. From the spawn proofing to falling in lava to there was one time I was getting the wither roses in the end. I had that little farm set up and I flew away from an enderman the game crashed, and when I logged back in, I went into the void. That was But anyway, sorry I'm rambling. I'm trying to get through, really catch up with what all's been going on, because recording has been not the easiest for me. I've been in a slump, but there's no excuses here. We just have to get out of it. And by that, if we go over here, there's 2 other shops that I will be doing. I've been put in charge, or I volunteered rather, for oak and spruce. And so what's going to go here is some custom trees. The Kogi of Shash and Kogi, definitely go follow them, has helped me out a lot with the spruce tree. She gave me a big variation of one of hers, and we're going to plop that in the world. I'm going to do a little tinkering with it to make it match the shop idea I have, but they've been a huge help. And then I also had to come up with one for the oak too, but luckily we do have some time still. I don't know if that'll go in today's episode, probably not, because it's already been a month and a half. I'm recording this episode on January the 2nd or the 3rd, one or the other. So it is 2026 now, which has been a long time since the last episode. Yuki has joined the game.
Transition.
Whiffs? Whiffs. Oh my gosh. Whiffs,
Lily.
whiffs, 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 whiffs.
What is it?
I have a problem and I need advice.
Oh.
I'm hoping you know something about pillagers. Like, even a little bit, because Doc and Carter are not telling me anything right now, and I have a pillager that moved into the tavern, and I need help from whoever I can get it from.
Okay, that does not surprise me. But the pillagers are really known for just showing up, like, just
randomly appearing.
blanking on the word. What? Darn it! What is the word?
Unannounced.
Unannounced. Thank you. Just
Okay.
Unannounced. When you least expect it, the most inconvenient times.
That's what I was afraid of. Have you been up to the Adventure Guild to you want to see what they're kind of doing?
Oh, I've seen it from afar, but I would love to see it up close.
Yeah. Let's head up there. I'll show you what's going on, because I've got my very colorful base, and Cube has his very gray base, and then one day this tower thing showed up, and it was not this colorful. I have colorified it.
Oh.
It's because I told the pillagers one day. So
Mhm.
So you were on one day when I killed a pillager and I put his head on a spike,
Right.
and and so I did that, and then the next day this appeared, and the
Oh.
pillager head and stuff was gone. So I suspected that they were doing a declaration of war. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. So I thought, well, I'll colorify it and I'll go, all right, if you guys want to party, I'll party. We'll party. And I put decorations and stuff up.
Uh-huh.
But apparently when I said, hey, do you want to party? They took that literally.
Oh.
And they thought that me doing these decorations and colorifying everything was an invitation to come move in or something. So yeah, I don't know what to do.
Oh, so they just live here now?
Yeah, I guess come meet Humphrey. He works up here in the tavern apparently, and I kind of said, okay, you can kind of stay if you're going to make me emeralds, but
Mm-hmm.
This is Humphrey, and apparently he's moved himself in, and my villagers are not very happy about it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, and I don't know what to do. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna go around the server and ask for help. So if you have any tips or tricks, well, let's go up into the meeting room and away from him, because
Oh yeah.
yeah, I don't want him necessarily hearing what we have scheming. But yeah, if you have any ideas about what we might be able to do about him, I am all ears.
I don't have much experience with the pillagers, other than
Hmm.
uh, they give me the side eye a lot and just walk up in my yard and then aim bows at me. They're very
Yeah, I'm
rude.
surprised he. Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't have an arrow like that. That means maybe he thinks I'm a
Yeah,
good guy. I think. Just that's weird, right?
it could
That's
be.
that's that's really weird. Like, yeah, I don't know.
I wonder
Um.
if he's like a special agent of sort. You know,
Ooh.
like trying to appear non-hostile.
He's infiltrating by being non. Oh, that could be. Well, I was
Very
supposed
could
to,
be.
pretend to be non-hostile too, and like infiltrate them, and I guess that plan is out the window.
Oh, so uh, uh, infiltrating the infiltrators.
But maybe you could be the infiltrator. Would you like to join the guild and then maybe be my eyes and ears and then maybe like infiltrate like the pillager realm over there? Maybe talk to Cube and like trying to
Mhm.
like get in their good graces? Would you be interested in being a mole? I mean, if not, it's fine. I'm like I'm asking a lot. I'm asking a lot.
As
I'm
of this point, right now, it is my lifelong dream.
Well, if that's the case, then we're gonna have to cheer with some with our root beer mugs, and you can have the official CraftWorks root beer mug
Root
for
beer.
the Adventure Guild for joining the Adventure Guild and helping me infiltrate the pillagers.
Oh, this is the best decision I made all day. I got root beer out of it.
After, yeah, you absolutely do. It's like it's nice, Lily, because sip it. All right. Well, if you come up with anything, so keep your
Oh yeah.
ears and eyes open for any ideas that you might be able to come up with to be able to like figure out this pillager thing. And yeah, if anybody else on the server, if you run into anybody else who has problems with them too, you send them our way and we will recruit some more. And I have to go give one of these to Yuki too when he gets on, because we have already recruited Yuki. And I think he knows about pillagers too, because doesn't he have a pillager farm? Like a like where he kills lots and lots of them?
That he does.
Oh, sweet. Okay. All right, sweet. So we'll have to recruit some more people. So you throw that out there and recruit some people for me, and then yeah, we'll hopefully be able to figure out this whole thing. Oh, well, thanks for coming by. Do
Oh
you want
yeah.
to see the place? It's not done, but
Oh, absolutely. It's looking incredible. And so, to finish up the tour of what I've been working on so far, I got to show you the rocket farm that me, Ted, and Emmy built on stream not too long ago. This I had a lot of fun with, actually. It was like the biggest farm I built up until the wither farm, but this one was way more enjoyable. All it is, I will link all of the tutorials I used for this farm and the wither skeleton farm in the description. Hopefully I can find them. But this one's super simple. There's a sugarcane farm up top. I felt really smart laying down all that redstone. I felt like I was a redstone master, but it is very simple. And I did learn a few things while doing it. We go in here, and this is where the creepers spawn. I need to be up in the spawn platform, which is way up there. But when I do, the creepers spawn in. Snow golems absolutely pelt them with snowballs, and then they chase them in here, and they fall in here, and bada bing, bada boom, into the crafters, and it makes the rockets, which I may have already entered them. Oh no, here we go. There's some duration ones, and that's how we restock the shop. Emmy added in the TNT uh crafter. Yeah, because Emmy is an absolutely amazing redstone genius, and don't let her tell you otherwise. So yeah, honestly, this is one of the best things I was a part of this season so far. A lot of fun. And I learned about crafters and how to change these into making the Direction 3s. You just add in more gunpowder. So learn how they work. Learn how to make the sugar cane. Bop, bop, bop. Got some stuff going on back here. It's been a good time. Makes me want to build more farms. Just not with the spawn proofing and in the nether. Kind of sick of the nether. Okay, so am I forgetting anything? Rocket Farm, you've seen Frosty. You've seen the Wither Farm, you've seen just about everything. All the stuff I'm most proud of anyway. What you haven't seen though is my main area. And yes, I did start off by showing you the mountain, but there is another section that I got to show you. I'm being hit. Now I'm drowning. So, here is our portal. You'll notice that it says Shash and Kogi in Whiff Space. And then there are some spoilers, but we're going to go ahead and see some spoilers. Because I've messed up again so much. I'm not going to dwell on this too much. We've recorded a little intro twice. And I don't know what happened the second time. I really don't. But their video is going to be coming out. Go watch their episode. Then you can see exactly how our area became Shash, Kogi, and Whiff Space. But that was about a month ago, though. Or a few weeks. I don't know. But let me show you what's already here. And that way you'll be caught up to speed. And we can move on. And it is 2026. And I hope all of you had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I hope that 2026 is filled with less whiffs from me to you. Like, don't whiff it as much as I do. I'm hoping that, by the way, this marks my 1 year making videos, and it has been the coolest learning experience. I won't go into too much details. Maybe that'll be for the CastWorks podcast. Definitely check that out on the CraftWorks SMP channel. We've already had a few of those episodes go up. That's one of my favorite podcasts ever. I'm getting sidetracked. Let's go see what we're working on already. So, whoop. You go through the portal, you're going to see an amazing room, followed by Little Dude. And nighttime. And now it's day. And if we turn around the portal we just come through, look at this absolutely lovely, just incredible looking temple. This was all Shash and Kogi. This was 100% Shash and Kogi. I did help them place a few blocks as they were building it. But look at how just awesome this looks. Shrunk had called me Wiffles. And there's Millie. Very quickly, I will tell you what's happening is they're building their main base here. My mountain is there. I guess you see where we're going with this. We are very much working together this season. I don't know exactly. Well, I'll tell you. I do know what they're working on. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen, but I can't talk about it too much. I can show you this though. This is obviously a Japanese temple, so it's going to be a Japanese theme. Maybe Japanese fantasy. I'm pretty sure it's Japanese fantasy actually. And so, since I wanted to go with a fantasy theme inside my mountain, or that enchanted cave theme, I had the idea to turn this mountain into Mount Fuji. Or at least this side of it anyway. I don't know if we have time this season to do the whole thing, obviously. I'm already a little stressing. Just a little stressing. Slightly stressing. About how much I will get done. I've done a good bit in creative so far and in the streams. You guys will see part of that. But the plan is to turn this into Mount Fuji. At the very least, this angle. So when you walk out of the portal, you have Mount Fuji in the background. And then whatever Shash and Kogi decide to put in here, Mount Fuji will be looking very proud in the background there. And we are just going to work together on that this season. And they've helped me out so much. So I'm going to spend the next few minutes bragging on Shash and Kogi. One of my favorite things I've done this season, and where most of my time is spent, has been in here playing with these farms that Shash put in. He's got 2 mob farms. Sorry, 2 moss farms. There's even a sign right over there behind me. This one is normal moss, and if you go up the stairs here, there is a gray moss, pale moss farm right above it, and I have been using these to get moss. Obviously, I think we're going to use a lot of that in our area, and to make bone meal. I've looked at this high-tech redstone that I have here. I put in some very specially bone meal grade composters here, and if you look up here, I keep hoppers at the ready, so if we need bone meal, slap the hoppers in. Yeah, a little pro tip from me from the Whifster pro redstoning farming tip. But yeah, I use the foam. But yeah, I've been using the foams. Why do I keep saying foam? But yeah, I've been using the farms to keep in stock of bone meal to run this bad boy, which has been my favorite thing this season. And that is the tree farm that they built here to supply their own logs and stuff, but they have let me use it to keep the server in stock with my shops and stuff. So I get the spruce and the oak from here, and this thing is so fun to play with. I spend a lot of time here. It's just there. That's the worst chest to open. There's just a lot. Where'd my wood go? Oh, there it is. Don't quote that. Yeah, a lot of this has been Shash. And then Kogi gave me a spruce tree design, which will be going in the other base, and she may have some other designs that you'll see inside the cave eventually. In fact, they both have some designs. We're working together a lot this season, and I couldn't be more excited. It's been so much fun already, and I cannot wait to get to be able to show you what we have cooking up. Well, mostly they have cooking up, but I got some secret stuff. Well, we got our own stuff over here. We're gonna surprise the people with. I haven't built anything yet, but I got some ideas cooked up. Will I be able to pull them off? I got them cooked up, like they're in my mind. If I can get what's in my mind inside the cave, it'll look pretty cool. And when the world download comes out, I'm hoping that some people will enjoy the area. I have a nice little theme in mind for it. So with all that being said, let's go back into our little hobbit hole in here that we have for a storage system and do a quick outro. Really sorry that this was mainly a talkie episode. I had a lot more stuff. Again, I've lost recordings with Lane. I lost 2 recordings with Shash and Kogi. Their videos coming up soon. Definitely check theirs out. I've lost some time lapses from the Wither Skull farm. It's just been but it's 2026 now. I hope your 2026 is amazing, and if you feel like sharing it with a little bit of that with oh, hello there. Hello. Whoa. 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 Hold on. Whoa. Okay, I don't know. I hope your 2026 is amazing. If you feel like hanging out with us here at CraftWorks, definitely please consider subscribing to me and everyone else in the description below. Find their Twitches and all their stuffs. This server is amazing. I would do a world tour, but this video's gone on long enough and it's already been like 8 weeks. So next video should not take this long. Hopefully. That's not Zoom. Hopefully. And Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Most importantly though, everybody out there, and you better do this, take care of yourselves and stay safe. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next time. I'll see you in the next time? I'll see you in the next time. That's my outro for today. Bye bye.